My name is Gumersindo Gomez. I am the Executive Director of the Bilingual Veterans Outreach Center, also the President for Vietnam Veterans of America of Massachusetts. I retired from military services in 1986, and for 20 years I worked with individuals who were serving this country. When I got out, I noticed that these individuals, especially our people, Hispanics, were getting very, very little services and their benefits. That's when I commenced and put together the Puerto Rican Veterans Association, opening the first Veterans Outreach Center in the city to provide those services to these individuals in their language and their culture. And from there, it's been 37 years now that I continue to serve all veterans. When a veteran comes to the office and say, Gumersindo, I got awarded, that's just such a feeling that it brings tears to my eyes, knowing that this family are set for life. Not just a veteran, but if he's got a family, this family is not going to have to worry for monies anymore, because they're going to have what they need to live a fruitful life. This I do from the bottom of my heart because it is my passion. It is what I love to do, to help those that need my help. When I heard of this, I really did not understand what it meant, but then I read and found out that it had to do with education. And that brought me back to when I retired of military services and came to Springfield. See, I'm a high school dropout, and in military services, I wanted a drill sergeant job, and I needed a high school education. So I had to take my GED, and I went to the education center in Germany where I was stationed and request to take the test. It took me one afternoon. And a couple weeks later, the company commander called me up and told me, Gumersindo, or Sergeant Gomez, I should say, you got your GED. When I got to Springfield, and I became executive director of this organization, and I used to go to meetings, everybody around me had some type of education, and I was the only one who had none, just a little GED, and all I could say was, well, I'm retired from military services. And in reality, I felt ashamed of myself and those around me that were educated. That's when Cambridge College opened up in Springfield, and I told my wife, we're gonna go to college. It was great because my kids were in school at that time, and we used to do homework together at the table, the kids, mom, and me, until mom and I graduated from Cambridge College. Now I could say, hey, I went to Cambridge. So that was a joy, but yet I looked at myself, what I was doing, what my wife was doing, and then I looked at the community where we were having problems with dropouts. We were having problems with kids, our kids, minority kids in school, and they were not really being treated and educated in the way they needed to be educated. I commenced to go to the schools and speak to the kids about the economics of staying in school. And we need to ensure that our kids are staying in school, they get educated, graduate, and go into college, and then come back to the city to make a difference. That, I believe, with what I did in the 90s, going through these kids, talking to these kids, many of them heard my words. They have educated themselves, they stay in school, and today I see them out in the streets, and I'll say, Mr. Gomez, I remember you when you came to our class and talked to us. And now these kids are highly educated, some of them lawyers, and in great positions. So we need to encourage our kids to stay in school, to educate themselves if we want a better community and a better nation.
Is there anything else you want to add?
Hello.